Right, so here we are. I think should all be good. We are just waiting on a couple of people, I think. Ooh, Jesus. It just scared me. Right. Not quite sure who we're waiting on, if I'm honest. Oh, Jeansy maybe? And that might be it. Right, so as you can see, no Mercs, no Alpines, full teams of Haas, Alpha and AlphaTauri and Red Bull, no Astons, both Ferraris, no McLarens and one Williams. It's a shame there's not two Williams since that's my team, so I would kind of be rooting for them, but either way, we are now 4 minutes over, so that's nice. We're meant to have... I'm not sure who we're meant to have, if I'm honest. But yeah, we have 11, which is not great, in all honesty. But ready up. There's the call to ready up. Oh, because there's 12. Ah, track race of the second. Williams, that makes sense. excited. Hmm. So, short qualifying for Jeddah. It would be interesting if you missed the Tier 1 race yesterday. There was a pretty cracking end. The start was kind of mediocre. But I've just seen someone come online who's meant to be in this race, so that's great. They'll be joining in quali then. No, I don't think so.
My audio hopefully works. Rushing out on track is, I believe that's Callum.
Big homie. The other Red Bull.
Only 2 drivers out on track right now. It is a short qualifying session, so I assume most of them will be trying to get 3 runs in. Will be interesting to see who comes out on top in the first race of the season.
Everyone's filing out the pits now. We'll start the first run.
May as well follow Big Homie on his first lap. Now, Toby, who do you think is going to get pole today then?
Honestly, no clue. I would say maybe the RS Russell, or I'm not sure. I don't know many people, if I'm honest.
I'm going to go for Callum. I think he's got some pace. He might be good. See, or A22. He was in Tier 1 yesterday, and he was quite pacey. So interesting to see what.
Yeah, he did do pretty well from the back of the Ferrari.
Homie is flying. Oh, Big Homie into the wall. Massive crash. He's somehow not DNF'd.
Somehow not DNF'd.
He's lost his whole front wing though. That is going to be a confidence.
Reduced damage has saved him there.
Yeah, it has. It's going to be a knock to his confidence. He's going to be a lot slower through that corner now. Who's next then? Zaki man. Looks like he's not pushing.
Oh, someone else in the wall. A Haas or Exotic in the first sector.
Oh. He's kept it out the barrier though.
And there's a Mick is backwards. Oh no, yeah,
Mikel,
backwards.
yeah, doing the spinala. Mikomi sets a lap
Big
time without a front wing.
Interesting.
He'll take his
Decision
left
to
the
go.
session. That is very interesting. Don't know why he hasn't just pit there, but there's a lot of cars all.
Lucky on a slower lap than Big Homie, so something must have gone on there which I didn't notice.
There is a lot of cars all on a hot lap, all in sector 1 right now. There's Lewis, and there's a Mercedes of Eddie, Ferrari of A22. And then I believe that is James Petty in the Alpha Tauri. He's just validated his lap time.
E22 is heading up the pit straight, so that's Zaki must be in.
Oh yeah, it must be.
A22 crossed the line and
That's
a provisional pole, but not really.
not by much.
At this point, and at this point, it's not quite. You can't really say that. It's not even half the grid of set times. Big Homie going around the last corner on his in lap with no front wing.
That man is insane.
Oh, yellow's in every sector for something.
Callum is currently on his lap. Oh, and he's lost it.
Zaki crosses the line.
Callum
Stays
spins.
P4 but improves.
Spins on the
Wait,
slingshot. But Will RM Racing is on a lap. This is his debut in the Haas. See what his Sector 2 time is. Can he get himself into the top 5? Should quite easily be able to do that.
Considering what's been said so
Yeah.
far, you would hope so.
Keeps it within the track. Up to the line now. Where's Will gonna go? Is he gonna take provisional pole off A22? He only goes P3.
Oh, it's P3.
4 tenths off.
Callum. Oh, Callum spins at the final corner, but he was not on a lap
No.
at all. I don't think anyone's on a lap at this point. Oh no, A22 has improved slightly.
Zaki Man comes into the pit lane.
And the only person currently on a flyer is A22 as he goes around the final corner. He had very, very small improvements through the first 2 sectors, and it is an improvement over the line.
Less than a tenth though, so it's not a lot. Surely they can get into the 28s. Exotic is on a lap. Currently in sector 1. Taking it quite slowly. Message from Mano. Yes.
And I think he's backed off of that one.
Oh yeah, he has. Mikel though is on a lap as well. in sector 1 and he spins. I
And
swear,
he's
as
done it.
soon as I go on board with someone and mention their name, they spin.
Yep. Keep doing it, it makes it interesting.
I'll do it on everyone but the Red Bull drivers. Lewis currently on a lap, sector 1 currently. And he spins. No way.
Oh.
Am I cursing this?
Oh,
right
okay.
now? You gotta be joking me. DRS Russell.
Never mention the Williams drivers.
DRS Russell currently 0.3 down off his current lap time.
Oh wait, someone's actually just hit a wall trying to get out of the way of someone, I think.
Russell has gone purple sector 2. He's improving his time, but I don't think, unless he had a really shocking sector 3, I don't think it will get him provisional pole. First driver to not spin whilst he riding on board as he goes into
And
the
he
pit.
fits. Big homie with big improvements, 6 seconds faster than his previous.
Oh, big homie's Wi-Fi is he's all over the place for me.
Same. It's the NA not doing him any good.
I want to ride on board with Callum instead. He's a bit less laggy. He's currently on a lap.
Both him and Exotic improving massively. And Exotic up to the line. P5.
Callum currently on the purple sector 2. Might be on to take provisional pole
Idiot,
position.
like no, he pits. Invalidated. Callum round the final corner.
And he does.
And does go. And goes into the 28th. Barely.
Still, that's quite a good gap, 3.5 tenths to P2. Can anyone take the top spot away from Callum right now? My prediction was Callum for pole. Oh, will RM into the barrier. He will have time for one more lap.
Trap missing an M plate from something. A22, purple in sector 1, looking to take the provisional pole back off Callum.
He'd only improved by 100th of a second though, so it's not a lot.
purple in sector 2 as well, but
So it only says
Only
he's
by-
less than a tenth up.
so up to the line then. Can he go purple in all sectors and stuff? I was like, no.
He's done the same time.
Well,
Oh, he's
Very
1,000th
1,000.
1,000th slower than Callum. That is so close.
He's pretty much.
A22 has just cut the track. He won't make it anyway.
Both the alphas still yet to set a time.
Still in the pit lane as well. Mano Presantho, aka Hultek of the GOAT. And he's backed off his lap.
And Eddie Art into the wall. Is that that is sadly reduced damage? Couldn't save him there, as he's Schumachered it straight into the wall.
No. Mano has got traffic ahead though, and he's invalidated his lap. Don't know if he's got time for another one now.
Both Callum and A11 are in the pits, along with James and Russell going very slowly.
Mikel's retired on track, it looks like.
Looks like it was at the same corner Eddie went off, so possibly the same thing. As Mano will get time to start another lap.
A22's come out his pit box with 20 seconds to go. I think he's giving Zaki Man a toe.
Yeah. He's in a good position too.
He's going to try and get his teammate Zaki Man up into the top 5 maybe. Let's ride on board with
Let's see if
Zaki Man.
this-
He's
see
a
if
10th
this
down.
Ferrari toe works as well as the one in France.
It does look
Probably going
like
to hold off until sector 3.
does look like right now Callum is on track to score his first pole of the season.
Zaki is improving, but it's no way enough to trouble pole sitter. And no, there is absolutely no toe by the looks of it. They've either they didn't intend to, or they completely ruined the opportunity. because A11 was just much too far up the road.
Manos and Lewis are having a battle here.
Some
Oh no, that's track racer, not Mano.
As they both overtake Mano on the line. And it is just Exotic who has not improved. Oh, there's your grid. Jeez, that's loud when it comes to the onboard.
Callum with a very close pole by 1,000th of a second to A22 Lotus in the Ferrari. Doris Russell, a possible championship contender in P3, and Big Homie in P4, only 4 tenths off his Red Bull teammate. And in 5th is NXX Exotic in the Haas, with his teammate of Will RM on his debut in P6. And going through the rest of the grid, Track Racer in the Williams, Zaki Man in the Ferrari, James Petty in the other AlphaTauri, Hilltech are the final driver to set a valid lap time. Both Alfa Romeos and Eddie Art haven't set a time.
So as we're waiting for the strategies to get, well, for it to load, come on, race director, there we go. Let's see if there's any interesting strategies.
I would assume most people do the medium hard strat.
There was a couple in Tier 1 yesterday who started on the hards, and then because of the late safety car it seemed to somehow work for them.
Yeah.
Well, there was someone in Tier 1 yesterday who tried to extend the mediums maybe to softs or a safety car, and then gave up, and then 2 laps later there was a safety car.
Yeah.
And they ended up having pitted to hards. And then pitting for softs for the safety car, so they just lost a lot of position. There are a couple on the hards. Trat in P7 in the Williams, the other Williams of Mano also on the hards, and Eddie in P13 also opting for the hards.
Oh, got commentated for this one.
We go for the
So hopefully,
I didn't realise there would be a safety car.
hopefully broadcast mode.
Safety car for-
Yeah, we put it on broadcast mode to see if it worked better than the actual bad one. Hopefully, I don't
Okay,
know.
that's a bit of a weird view of someone's face.
I know. There's the strategy.
And it
Medium.
also just did. So the broadcast formation lap literally just goes to turn 1 and then comes out
Yeah.
the final corner.
They have
Oh,
warmish tyres.
Not done that.
There is a
And
Red
also,
Bull
what is? There's a
not in
Red Bull,
position.
right. Okay. No.
Hopefully that fixes itself. Watch just have to make me leave to get it going. I might have to. It looks like it's the same exact
Yeah.
bug. trying to leave, but it won't let me. Gonna have to restart my whole game.
Well, presumably, if you just quit the game,
Yeah, I have.
leave anyway, yeah. Oh, migrating hosts. And there we go. As we go to 5 red lights. And the Red Bull is actually still next to the house. Wait, what? And he's got a drive-through. The Red Bull started next to the house and we got a drive-through off the start. And there's audio. Audio is pain. Oh, audio is no longer pain. Oh, audio is pain. As there's a collision between Zachy and Williams, and he is round, and Mick has done something at turn 1 because he's a while back. Everyone else making it through somewhat cleanly, but what was that start?
Can I get an invite, please?
Yeah, big homie just starts alongside someone else's script. As Eddie's spun. Eddie's spun, definitely. That's a very good way of getting those hards up to temperature. Big homie overtaken by the Hassel Exotic into the last corner. Eddie's retired. And there's a full safety car for something. Which might have been someone possibly trying to cause a safety car because, well, there is one. It's an odd reason for a safety car to come out. A22 doing some very weird line while following the safety car. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but he's just dropped a position under safety car for something. And Mick's also gained a position for something, because maybe track spun.
So we've got Honda Academy 1-2 currently. Very nice.
So the audio glitch seems to have fixed itself.
Yeah. Man, I had to go up 3 places already.
Wait, people have already stopped.
Who's boxed then?
I don't know.
Track racer,
It says
Lewis,
people have already
big
stopped.
homie.
Yeah, but they haven't. I don't think.
I'll try to race director.
Now,
Yeah,
A11's gone.
they all stopped on lap 1. Big homie
Oh,
went to Lewis went to hards, track racer went to mediums.
Big homie still has that drive through, I think. Yeah.
That might get him disqualified because you have to serve it within 3 laps.
Maybe that's what he pitted for, and the game just didn't
Maybe.
see. I mean, if he does get disqualified for that drive-through, that is...
It's a game
Don't...
shit.
Yeah, it's a game problem. Safety car is in this lap. Callum will take control of the field and we'll see if he can catch DRS Russell's sleeping out of the last corners. There's Bernd Meilander in his Mercedes. And here's the rest of the grid, and he has gone, I think. No, it's not gone. Maybe he's gone now, and no one really seemed to have been caught out by that, apart from maybe Big Homie, who has pitted. Oh, okay. Did serve that drive through, right. And there's a Williams down the inside, and he does make the move on James Petty.
Mano the go.
Past 3-4.
Up to P5.
Oh, Track Racer's lost his front wing, collided with the inside ball, and then collided with the inside ball again.
Yeah, brief yellow flags. Don't know if they look like maybe Mikel. So he's lost quite a lot of time to his teammate Lewis. Got side by side up ahead. James Petty's round. We've got Lewis around as well. They both spin their cars round now. It's unfortunate for them. A22 all over the back of Mikel now. He surely is going to go for a move. Into the final corner now.
He has the inside.
He has got the worst of tyres.
He looks to go on the inside, isn't brave enough on the brakes, but will get a run up to the line without DRS.
I think Mikel is burning his DRS slightly more. They are roughly equal though, but Track Racer is, A22 is on the hard, so he's going to be slower through most of the sectors.
And Russell's already pulled a second gap to
and Track Racer's out.
Trats, yeah. Maybe that was kind of expected since he had no front wing. And although he just come out of the pits, so
yeah, he's done 2 stops.
Maybe he did the same thing again.
Cold tyres, maybe.
Yeah, he broke his front wing, went in. Oh, and DRS Russell's completely cut that chicane, and has gained about 4 tenths on Callum because of it. He's now right up the back of him.
Hopefully he gives back the time that he's gained. Or that might be a penalty if someone reports it.
He's going to get the slipstream down to the final corner and then up to the line, but still no DRS. And that's a Haas around at the last corner.
Exotic is around. DRS enabled. I think Exotic just reset to track.
Exotic's also pitted, presumably wing damage maybe. A22 is right up the back of Mikhail again. He's literally pushing him through this section.
Oh, he's got a good run here.
He's got much better traction.
Mikhail is burning his ERS though. 3-second time penalty to James Petty. Down in P9.
Track limits.
Track limits, I assume, yeah.
Presumably.
Got loads of people. Zaki Man's all over the back of Mano. A22's all over the back of Mikhail. A22 is looking for a move here. He's tactical.
Mikhail's some interesting defending.
Yeah, if A22's tactical, he'll wait until maybe into turn 1 instead, or into the final corner. Mikhail is burning his DRS. He's
Yeah,
burning
so maybe
it
he
a lot.
won't have to worry about. He's defending the inside now, and he's not got the DRS, and he still sends up the inside.
And Mikhail
goes around.
understeers into A22.
Zaki looking to make a move on Mano is
It's alongside
so
him.
much faster. Alongside
Mano
him, tries
defends
to make the move.
very well,
Now
though.
has the inside. Mano sticks around the outside.
Mano keeps the
And may
position.
still be ahead. He is still ahead.
Very nice defence from Mano there.
Russell's caught back up to Callum again after dropping a little bit back.
Big homie.
Second penalty for Big Homie.
Got yellow flags, that is. Mikhail
Mikhail's
is
gone
around
wide.
again. His race is just falling off the cliff now. DRS Russell 2/10 behind. Mikhail is
Yellow's in sector 2. Mikhail
spinning around again.
It's just not quite sure what's gone on there.
It's like he just lost it again. But Will RM is up into
Will
the lead.
RM
What happened
up
to
into
Callum?
the lead. Wait, hold up. Callum must have
missed
made a
this.
mistake. He has gone into the pit.
Callum and Russell
No
must have
visible
made a
knock
mistake.
damage. But Russell's still on track and he tries to stick the inside, but now he's the outside. And can he get the switch back? Doesn't have the speed to. He can try around the outside of this corner, but that probably won't go well. They're too wide, and no, he's almost stayed in there by cutting the corner a bit. But Will RM Racing has now got himself into P1. I have no clue what's gone on there. Callum all the way down to P9 because of the pit stop.
Mikhail is literally spinning constantly. His tyres are so hot that he just loses the rear into every corner, so I assume he's coming into the pits. He is. There's two people, Zaki Man and A22, all over the back of Manos. We've got Callum, no, that's DRS Russell who's gone round.
Russell.
Everyone is spinning here. Those mediums must be falling off now. So Will RM is comfortably in the lead now. 5.3 is the gap to P2. Zaki
And the
Man
two Ferraris
all over the back of Mano.
pounding the Mano.
He's going to fly past him.
He's
Easy move.
Defend the inside, but there's not a lot he can do.
Mikhail retires in the pit
And Zaki
lane.
Man will get, Mano will
A22
get
though.
DRS up into turn 1.
Mano has
He
got
can
no
save the
ERS.
he could get
A22's coming. He's got ERS though.
and
He's going to be
the-
boxed
wait,
in
I'm
by
sorry,
his
he's kind of
teammate.
boxed in
It's
by his
like
teammate.
obviously not purposeful. Mano tries to hang it
And
around the
Mano
outside.
tries to-
A22 does get past, and it's a Ferrari 2-3 right now. And a Ferrari engine 1, 2, and 3 as James Petty gets his
3 seconds. Another 3
second
seconds.
lot of 3 seconds.
Track limits again at turn 1. That
Callum
warning.
is in the pits again, and he's
For
changed his
front wing change?
Yeah.
Well, at least, yeah.
His racing's gone
So now
completely
the
down
two
the
who
hill.
were at the front, Callum and
Are at the
Russell,
back.
are now the two at the back. And now Zakiman under pressure from A22. Is this a team orders moment? Will he let the arguably faster car through? It looks like he has done.
On different strategies as well. I don't know if A22 is going to take those hards to the end. So he has been on them since lap 2 or whenever the safety car
But
came
he
out.
could try as hard as he can to go to softs. That's probably the best
Yeah.
bet if he can keep the wear to a minimum. Not a lot going on elsewhere in the field really. Everyone's kind of spaced out. It's just the two Ferraris. Zaki goes a bit deep into turn 1. And that means he's fallen back into DRS range of the Williams behind and lost the DRS to his teammate. James Petty's pitted again.
Big
He
homie.
has come back out.
It's another
Hasn't
time penalty.
DNF. James Petty serving one of them 3-second penalties in the pit.
As Big homie
Yeah.
spins round.
No, he hasn't. James has pit and not served 3-second penalty.
Not
I
served.
thought it did automatically.
No, it doesn't serve 3 seconds. It's only 5 that you can serve in the pit lane.
Oh right. DRS Russell now within DRS of the Haas. Looking to make his way back through the field after the spin. And he is much closer as he crossed the line. Didn't get as good an exit out of the last corner though. And the Haas is using a lot of DRS. Oh, and the Haas has absolutely lost it and given the position away free. He just lost the car for a moment. I'm not quite sure what went on there. It's just snapped all across the place.
Everyone's
All over the place.
experiencing snaps right now. I don't think anyone's not spun. Exotic.
Will pits from P1.
Exotic is closing in on Russell.
Will's pit from P1, which means it's as it stands, a Ferrari 1-2. Will's gone on to the
Hard, I assume?
pending until I see
Yeah,
hard
hard.
compound, and keeps within the pit exit. As the Haas of Exotic looks to make a move on Russell again a lap later, and he definitely he's not quite brave enough on the brakes though, and the AlphaTauri stays ahead. straight was a little bit longer, he would have absolutely had that move done and dusted.
So the only two not to pit, Zaki Man in P2, Hilltecker in P3. DRS Russell gets a 3-second time penalty. It looks like Will, Lewis, and maybe Big Homie will get ahead of Mano and Zaki Man after they pit.
Maybe not Big Homie, I'm not sure.
I think Zaki Man,
although, yeah.
I mean, Mano is relying on a late safety car to get onto softs. So he's on the hard tyres, so Zaki Man will be boxing, I assume, maybe this lap. But Mano will be taking it long.
As he does box this lap.
Zaki Man takes it very chill into the pit lane. Good stop from the Ferrari team.
Don't hear that often.
Nope.
And will he come out ahead of Lewis? He does not. It's a bit too far ahead for Big Homie though. But Big Homie could attack him if he doesn't get the hards up to temperature. Although to be fair, Big Homie's quite a way back.
James Petty stops again.
This is his second stop.
He's got a front wing
New
change.
front wing. Ferrari in P1 with a pretty healthy gap to the next car. Big Homie is now right up the back of Zaki. Zaki, we've been struggling to get the hards up to temperature. Big Homie with hards that have been at operating temperature for quite a while. He gets DRS into the last corner, not close enough. But we'll get DRS again. Up the straight. And maybe he can get closer now. Just doesn't have a gap. Well, the gap is too big for him to dive down the inside.
Look at this penalty situation.
As the Red Bull goes a bit wide, and that will compromise the next turn, and he'll fall back slightly from 4 tenths to 8 tenths.
Zaki Man's also got himself in the DRS range of Lewis. I think,
that will help him out.
Don't quote me on this, but I think both the Alphas are running max tyre pressures. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but it does look like Lewis is struggling a lot. Mixed already retired in pit lane because he can keep it in a straight line. But Zaki Man and Big Homie looking for a move on Lewis. Lewis is all over the shop.
Big Homie with another 3-second penalty, and he's just
nearly lost it over that curb, it looks like. As James Petty is also around. Zaki Man, is he going to go for a move into the final corner? He gets very close.
Very close.
Nearly locks up. Lewis moves to the left.
Gets the slipstream and the DRS.
Lewis does move around quite a bit on the straight.
To the inside. Zaki has to go to the outside, but if he can keep it up the inside for the next corner, they bang tyres, and he gets through.
Oh, he doesn't get the good exit though.
Side by side, and Lewis got much better traction and keeps the position. But that does mean Big Homie, who made the mistake further back in the last lap, he's back
able
into
to catch up.
Scrap.
Lewis is so much slower through all the sector 1 because of those tyre pressures.
And it's bringing DRS Russell into it.
Yeah.
He's now only 1.3 off the back of Big Homie.
Oh, is Zaki Man going to go for a move here? It doesn't look like it. He gets very close though. He misses the apex by quite a bit.
Big Homie looking like
Homie's
he could make a move on Zaki Man.
pushing him through that
Close
corner.
enough.
Big
You could
Homie's
see
got
an
no
audacious
ERS
move up
though.
the inside. Or even... No moves there.
Ooh, Big Homie's going to go for
But
a
Zaki Man
move.
goes a bit deep, and Zaki Man
Gets it done.
goes deep. Big Homie
James
gets around
Petty's
the outside.
out the session.
James Petty retires.
And that is a safety car.
That is a safety car.
That's worked perfectly for Mano.
It's worked perfectly for Mano, and is got to be disheartening for everyone stopping to stay within the Delta time.
Oh, the Delta.
But that's got to be disheartening for the Ferrari in the lead, because his 12-second lead is just...
But he can
evaporated.
he can go back onto either mediums or softs. So it will be interesting to see what tyre
Zaki
they
Man
go
not
on to.
pitting.
Will RM's gone to
Having just
onto the
pitted.
softs? The softs will last till the end, but they will be absolutely dead. So it's a gamble for a lot of people. Big Homie's gone on to the mediums.
If you can go into mediums are
Mediums
probably a
I'd
better
probably go
choice.
on to. The softs are okay. I would have personally stayed out. Because they haven't caught up to
like
the
Zaki
safety
Man
car.
has on pretty fresh.
Yeah. And then box this next lap when you come round. Because your tyres will just be a little bit less worn.
That's maybe what A22's been forced to do, but it could.
I
help
think he was
for him.
he was past the safety
Yeah.
car before.
He was past the line, but that might help him slightly make that decision as to whether or not to pit straight away or go a little bit around before pitting onto maybe softs.
I'd probably go onto the softs at this point.
And he is going to come in, I think. Yeah.
So
Mano, I
A22
think
comes
he's
in.
also past the
Mano's-
line. He's also going
yeah.
to the box. He has a pretty big gap to Zaki though, and considering it's under safety car, he'll
He'll get
more
out in
likely come
P2.
back out into P2.
Is Zaki Man going to pit though? That's the
A22
question.
is on the softs.
So is Mano. Zaki Man
Zaki
stays
Man
out.
doesn't pit.
He's relying on
He'll
those
have Will on the
hards.
softs just behind him. It's an interesting, because off the restart he's going to probably struggle with everyone around him being on softs. But then, come the end of the race, the soft runners might be pitting again or struggling a lot.
Yeah, they will be struggling.
This has worked for Callum though, who is a long way off the back. But also, maybe James had just, if he'd have just not DNF'd, because I think he DNF'd in the pits, although must have been a setup
Who,
problem,
James Petty?
'cause he
No,
yeah,
he
he just
crashed out
kept-
in Sector 1 somewhere.
Oh right, because I thought he kept dying at the corner.
I think
DRS
he
has gone through.
he died where he kept on dying.
Oh right.
I doubt it was
Died,
set up.
died.
Because it's the first race of the season. We're not like Aston Martin, so it's fine. If Seb hears that, he's going to be raging.
Literally everybody is on the softs except Exotic in P8, who's on mediums, and Zakiman in P2. Exotic was on mediums since lap 15, so... Oh, Exotic's now pit.
That's a good idea, actually. He's only going to lose one
Now he can go
position,
onto
but he
softs.
can go on to fresher softs.
And provided he can catch up to the safety car queue, which
He
it
should
looks like he'll
easily be able to do that. His
Yeah.
tyres might be a little bit cold though on the restart if you can't get them up to temperature. So then we will have 7 laps of running. Got one person on the hard, that's Saki Man in the Ferrari in P2. Will he be able to hold on against all the fresh soft runners? I doubt he'll be able to at the beginning. But will the softs run out by the end?
Let's see if the safety car is in this lap. I wonder if Zakiman will struggle and get eaten up by those on softs behind him, if he hasn't been able to get those hards to a good temperature. And Ferrari possibly could have bolted there, and then he would have caught both his teammate and the Williams sleeping. But he's gone now, and he's not gained a lot from the restart. His teammate under pressure from Mano on faster tyres, and the Haas as well, looking even further down the inside. Mano makes the move into P2. Can he keep it around the outside?
He does.
Yes, he can on faster tyres. And then the Haas looking around the outside of Ferrari.
Oh, DRS Russell's off.
DRS Russell's round. Almost round. He's lost control briefly.
Saki Man slowly falling down the positions. Is he going to be able to keep even a top 5 at this rate? Doesn't look like he may be able to. Lewis goes wide. That gives Callum P5. Going to see any dive bombs into the slingshot? No.
It's just a very, very close train through that corner.
Big homies alongside Lewis.
A22 has a good gap to lead.
Who's going to keep the position? Looks like Lewis does.
Big homie goes pretty much cuts the
Super
chicane
wide.
and
Lewis
then
loses it.
Lewis hits the
Lewis
wall.
is now to the back of
loses
the grid.
Position.
Here comes Exotic in the Haas. Big
Exotic
homie defending
maybe to go around the
inside.
outside of Big homie. And
He's going for it. He's
can
going
keep
for it.
it.
Loses it a little bit on that raised
And he'll
curb.
Does he get good enough traction?
Here
to
comes
stay ahead?
DRS
But
Russell,
the Alpha
3
Tauri
wide.
almost boxed in.
DRS
And the Alpha
Russell
Tauri gets
takes a
through.
position, but down the inside
That's
goes Exotic.
down the inside.
What racing this is.
Manages to keep it out of the side of the Alpha Tauri. And takes P6. Zakiman
Callum
losing out to Callum into turn
on
1,
the
but can he
inside.
keep it up the inside of the next
Zakiman
corner?
goes into
Doesn't get the
neutral.
traction.
Zakiman shifted into neutral. Russell going down the inside of Exotic. Is he going to get the move stick? Exotic goes off the track to keep the position. He's going to have to give that position back, I think.
And Big Homie going into AI mode briefly. But then gets the position on Lewis as Lewis goes wide. And then DRS Russell goes wide. And Big Homie could look up the inside, but he is absolutely all over the place. And, oh, okay, that was interesting. He almost went through the back of Russell, but then ghosted. Just as he was about to hit him, went into AI mode.
Russell cuts the whole corner again, loses it loads of time. Lewis is round. Big Homie gets past Russell. Russell looks
And
like he's trying to crash
Russell
out.
was just Russell's just hitting walls.
Can get himself a
He's lost a
penalty if
good
he
portion
tries
of
to
his front
push
wing.
himself out.
Big Homie's still lagging quite a bit.
Will RM all over the back of Mano though. 5 tenths is the gap. DRS enabled. Mano's already drained his battery. It's going to be very interesting to see if Mano can keep P2.
The gap from first to second is 3 seconds already, so the Ferrari did a good job of getting away. But the other Ferrari sadly didn't do as good a job of keeping track position, as he's down to P5.
Callum is chasing down Will RM though. They've both got the
Another
same
3 second penalty for Big Homie, and that is 12 seconds worth now.
Callum has a moment. That was massive, that was. He nearly lost it. But he is hunting down Will. Callum's got a lot more ERS than Will has. But Will is 5 tenths off the back of Mano. Is he going to try for a move? It looks like he's a bit too far back. Mano's red light is already flashing and he's got 4 laps to try and defend from 2 drivers.
The Haas and the Rebel will both get DRS, and Mano will be a sitting duck as he's recharging down the straight.
Exotic
He defends
gets
the inside.
past Zaki Man. Easy move for him. Zaki Man's struggling on those
Zaki
holes.
Man slightly saved originally by Exotic, Big Homie and Russell fighting. Well, Lewis also was fighting, but now they've...
Callum and Will all over the back of Mano.
Callum goes a bit wide.
Oh, Callum's
And
lost it.
Schumacher's it.
That's so unfortunate. After a good recovery drive, down to P7. This is not a good day for Honda in the end.
But Mano with no penalties compared to Will RM's 3 seconds.
Mano can just take
As
it
long as
chill.
You can just take it chill,
Stay
try and
within
keep
the
the
3
Haas
seconds.
behind him for as long as possible, but then stay within 3 seconds if he gets past. Big Homie now very close to Zaki Man down this straight. Isn't close enough to make a move into the last corner. But he gets much better exit out of the last corner.
Will RM
3
is
tenths
gonna
is the
make
gap
a move.
before he even gets to the
Will
line.
RM down the inside. Mano squeezes him nearly into the barrier
Big
there. That
Homie
was
down
very
the
close.
inside. Zaki tries to stick it up the inside again, but
Went
then
very
ends
far
up
off.
cutting the corner and sealing the position.
Mano nearly squeezed Will into the wall there. That was, I'd say, hard racing.
Will's still within a second. Looking to clear Mano as quickly as possible and try and build a 3 second gap. But Mano has the slightly less warm tyres because
Oh, Mano's in the wall.
I'll start that later.
Mano's had a, looks like a snap of oversteer.
There's no visible
And
wing damage.
no
though,
damage, but he's going to be slow. Will's going to look to get past him. Mano's only going to have to do 2 laps of staying within 3 seconds. James Petty's left the session.
Big Homie now sizing up the Exotic. Doesn't make a move, but can he go around the outside? Doesn't get a good enough exit. But now he's going to be all over the back of the half.
Will gets
Down
past
this
Mano.
curving straight, not really a straight. Will does get past much before the final corner,
Exotic.
and Big Homie gets past the other.
Looks like
other
Exotic
Haas.
broke for DRS there. He broke well earlier. No, why is Mano boxed? What's he doing? Mano's just throwing away a P2.
Interesting. No front wing change. And he's just not moved out of the pit box as well.
It's weird.
That is a bit odd. Will RM now looking to get that P2 then. Big Homie currently in P3 but with 12 seconds of penalties, which would mean he drops to P6 with DRS Russell being much too far back. Everyone else behind really on 3 seconds penalties, so they kind of cancel each other out.
I don't know what Mano was thinking there. Maybe his tyres were very worn, but may as well have tried to take them to the end. Lewis retires.
Lewis is out.
It's like he's done a Schumacher.
Mano's gone off at the banking and retired. I'm not sure what's going on there with his AI. But anyway. A22 with a 7.5 second lead.
Yes,
going on to the last lap.
Semi-dominated this race today. He had, I think
he was quite far back at
the start, yeah. He just slowly worked his way through the field patiently. Very good drive from him. As everyone else is just about a second and a bit with the gap. Big Homie's closing a lot.
Will
about three or 4 tenths to Will. I don't know if Will's going slowly just to preserve the tyres, because those tyres do look very worn.
And he knows that Big Homie isn't really a threat with 9 extra seconds of penalties.
Yeah,
just
Big Homie's a lot faster than Will. But Will's got loads of ERS. Big Homie going to go for a move? He does.
Can be bothered to, but then
surely Will's just going to let him have
let
that.
the Red Bull through.
Oh, Big Homie has a massive moment.
Big Homie lose the rear end, and the Haas gets back through by itself with DRS as well, and the ERS he has over Big Homie. It looks like he'll just get P2 on track.
Yeah. Dominant win from A22 today.
DRS Russell with no front wing in the end from something. Will RM will get P2. Big Homie will fall down to P6.
Mano's saying the game disconnected him apparently, and then put him in the pit lane.
Oh.
But I never saw it say disconnected.
He never. I never said he disconnected. He never went see-through. So loud when it cuts to the board at the end.
There you go, A22 in the Ferrari. We've got a Ferrari engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good day for them.
Haas double podium. Not something you see every day.
No, it's not. Anyway, lots of action today. We've got tier 3 in 40 minutes, so make sure everyone stays, well, joins back later for that. I haven't got anything else to say, so can wrap it up, mate.
There's your finishing grid. And there we have it, Tier 2, Round 1, Jeddah.